Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's talk about Negan never coming back to the Walking Dead comic. I promise you this is not clickbait, but I don't think it is what a lot of fans think it is. First off, this video is not one I was going to do because I thought it really didn't merit a video, to be honest, until I saw the reaction of fans who really believe that Negan is not going to come back into the comic book because of something that was said in the letter hacks. Now keep in mind, I am uploading this alongside the Walking Dead issue 182 review, so if this, because it's going to be short and right to the point, liar. If it uploads faster than the review, just hang out an hour or so, and I promise the review is following right behind this. But anyway, so in issue 182, in the letter hacks, Sean, not Robert Kirkman, because I heard a lot of people say that Robert Kirkman said this. I can't find that. If you guys have that, send it to me and let me know. But Sean, in the letter hacks, answering a question, when a fan asked if Negan would return with his bat or return in general, Sean said no, if he did return, which he won't. I believe that's exactly how he put it. But then he continued to say that Negan has finished that part of his life with the bat, and he's never going to wield a Lucille again. Now, there was another point in the letter hacks where he did say, no, Negan is not coming back. And I do believe they're being truthful. They are telling the truth. Negan's story has a conclusion as far as Negan the Tyrant. Even Lucille had a wonderful, full circle, complete conclusion. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, but he was putting Lucille together in the Here's Negan story. He was building Lucille next to a fire. And then in the issue, in the actual series, he had that altercation with Maggie. She let him live, and then he took the Lucille bat, the new Lucille that he was in the middle of creating, and he threw that bat in a fire. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but that is a beautiful, complete conclusion to the Lucille bat and Negan. Now, I believe Negan was even supposed to die in that issue. I am almost positive that is something that Robert Kirkman talked about recently. Maggie was going to show up, kill Negan, and that was going to be the end of his story. But this could actually work out in a more beautiful and interesting way by killing Negan, essentially, and allowing Negan to continue living within the storyline and having a future story that's radically different than the Negan we got before. Now, this also connects to something I predicted a long time ago, which was a video, remember, where I said the Maggie-Negan altercation was the death of Negan. That issue I still consider the death of Negan, and what is being said in the letter hacks, in my opinion, really highlights that, and they're leaning towards that. Negan, the Negan that killed Glenn, is dead. Negan, the tyrant of the sanctuary, is dead. The leader is dead. The man with multiple wives, okay, he may continue that. But the foul-mouthed Negan, he may also continue that. But you get the point. The tyrant leader of the sanctuary, that Negan, is dead and gone. And I know it is a bit of a cliche to have a villain-like character leave the story, but I think that would be an interesting thing. That would, in my opinion, be beautifully interesting. Having him leave the story, although kind of cliche, and come back down the line, maybe 5 years from now, maybe a year from now, maybe 2 years from now. We are reintroduced to this Negan character who's with a new community, not a community, but like a small cluster of survivors, like a little handful, maybe like 5 or 6 people he's grown close to, and he's protecting them. And you get the point. Radically different than he was before, and his way of leading is more like Rick than it is like old Negan. He's even using his real first name. I think I mentioned this in the review, but let's pretend Negan's name is Ronnie Negan Hayes, and instead of going by Negan, you know, he's going by Hayes. And then it is this radically different version of Negan that re-enters the storyline. And again, this is how we get the death of old Negan. Everything we knew about Negan, everything that was Negan, except for obviously characteristics like the foul-mouthed stuff, that is dead and gone. The tyrant leader is gone out of the story, never ever to return again, making what Sean said in the letter hacks correct and not a troll or a mislead. That Negan is gone. Lucille is gone. He's never going to have the bat, the wired bat. He's never going to rule like that. He's never going to leave people in a wake of fear. he's gone, but what will return will be something different, new, unique to that character, a fresh start, so to speak, for that character. I talked a little bit about this in the review, and I tried recording this a little bit ago. I recorded half of the video. Something messed up with the mic, so I feel like I'm over repeating myself, so I'm just going to shut up and keep it simple. I think it is symbolic Negan is dead and gone, and that's what they're getting at. Now, keep in mind, this could be an extremely rare occurrence where Negan actually left, and that is the end of the character. I just don't see that happening. But you guys give me your thoughts and opinions. What do you think about this? Do you believe that Negan, the popular character that he is I was gonna say dead and gone, but do you believe he is gone from the story completely? I mean, even if they go in that direction, I strongly believe that if The Walking Dead loses a lot of its popularity, and 5 or 10 years down the road, if they really want something to really bring some fans back in the mix, they will have Negan return. I mean, there's no way they will just end his story like this. I feel that, or I strongly believe that. It just doesn't make any sense. However, it could, because his story has come full circle. But the thing that's different is this is an ongoing story of how people transform in this world and survive in this world. And it seems like such a creative misstep to have a character with such a transformation. It's probably bigger than Carol. And right as the character transforms into a new and better improved, character, you have them just walk off and exit the scene. That would be like transforming Carol, but having her leave before the Terminator showdown. You know what I mean? It doesn't fit yet. And again, they may have a bigger plan, and when we see all the pieces together, it will make more sense. But I'm sticking to the symbolic death of Negan. So you guys give me your thoughts and opinions. What do you think about that? Put them down in the comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.